Panther Nation, Pantherologists, welcome to yet another edition of Lunch Break, June 22nd, 2023, on this Thursday. Welcome to Lunch Break with me, your host, Clay, Pantherology. Appreciate everyone being here. But before we get into today's video, make sure you pound the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get in the comment section. Talk amongst yourself. We're on the road to 5,000. Gonna be live again tomorrow. I mean, this is Monday through Friday, man. 12:30 EST, Monday through Friday. Gonna be on here at least. Normally, I'm on here between 30 minutes to an hour every single day. So you just come in, join the live stream. You just pound the like button, get in the comment section. That's good enough for me. We are on the road to 5K though, so subscribing to the channel definitely helps out tremendously. You see the title. There has been people, sooner or later this video, either I was going to make a video or I was going to, obviously do a live stream about this, but decided to just go live and talk about it. Some of you might be like, Clay, you're overthinking, or Clay, you are just I wouldn't say overthinking, but you are a little bit ahead, getting ahead of yourself, right? But that's neither here nor there. I think that this is an amateur analysis. I mean, that's what you're getting here. All right. Marcos Cash comes in and says, Panther Nation, what up? Appreciate Marcos Cash. NFL Kid comes in here and says, yo, appreciate y'all joining the live stream. Appreciate y'all being here. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do a nice little giveaway for you guys. So please tune in tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a nice little giveaway, probably just like a nice little, I don't know, maybe like a little $50 Amazon gift card. I think we're going to try to make Fridays a little bit more fun. I think I'm going to try to make it a subscriber kind of Fridays. I'm going to kind of make it like a free for all, kind of like what C3 does a little bit, but I'm going to make it more like a subscriber fest for you guys, for you to interact with me. Also, maybe I might have people come on the channel, and then we'll also do like some I'll do an Amazon gift card giveaway. So thinking about like $50 Amazon gift card giveaway would be fun to do. So appreciate everyone joining. Let's just get right into it. All right. Now, I want to present something first. I'm going to share my screen. First off, I need to pull up what I want to share first. Add Marcos Cash, to your question, we're going to get into that while I'm talking about it today. Who's my first team up on my list? That's who I need to look at first. That's who I need to look at first. Oh, crap. There it is. All right. And then first team on my list that I want to talk about is the Tampa Bay Bucks. So let's get this bad boy up. And let's get this bad boy up. Okay, perfect. Now let's share here. Okay. And let's go to Mr. Todd Bowles here. All right. First things first, we're going to talk about Tampa Bay Bucks. I'm going to go into every team in the NFC South when I'm talking about this. In your opinion, who's the biggest? Like I said, Marcos, I am going to get into that. Definitely. So no worries. Get out of here. Thank you. All right. So we're talking about Tampa Bay first. All right. Tom Brady is finally retired for good, I think. And the door to this division has opened, and it has been open kind of since last year, honestly. They've won the NFC South the past 2 years there. Tampa Bay has won. They've won the division. They won the division last year with an 8-9 record. But last year, that race to that division win or to the division for the NFC South was competitive. It was not like it was, something that they just ran away with. It was definitely a tight finish. And we finished 7-10, and it was a 3-way tie for second with the other teams, New Orleans Saints and Atlanta Falcons. So we all finished, around the same thing in the division. There are some question marks for every team, right? So for the Buccaneers, who's going to be the starting quarterback? All right. What about their rushing offense? For us is, how is Bryce Young going to pan out in his first year? For the Saints, Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara, are they healthy and available? And will Derek Carr's transition even was it worth it for them, right? And then the Falcons, who's going to start there? Is it Tyler Heineke? Is Desmond Ridder ready to be a starting quarterback in the NFL? Can they win the division with their running game? How's their defense going to look in this year? So first things first, let's talk about the Tampa Bay Bucs. Okay. They moved on. Obviously, Tom Brady retired. He was averaging, Tom Brady last year was averaging around 6.4 yards per pass attempt, which was the second lowest of his career as a starting quarterback. Then you have Baker Mayfield. We all know what he is. And since 2021, Baker Mayfield has had 26 passing touchdowns, 26 turnovers as well in his last 24 starts since 2021. Now, Kyle Trask is there, who they got in the second round back in 2021. He's only thrown for 9 career touchdown passes. Not touchdown passes. He's only thrown 9 career passes. All right. So that's a huge step down in my opinion. All right. And the good news for them is they still have Mike Evans. They still got Chris Godwin, who are still a great wide receiver duo, I think. But the bad news there is they have to figure out how to improve their running game. They're terrible in running the ball, especially with the fact that they have a quarterback situation that they're not even sure of. So is it going to be Mayfield or is it going to be Trask? And one of those two is going to have to find a groove into throwing the ball to Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. All right. Especially there. So that kind of opens things up for them. And then, they have to be able to open up the passing game for them if they want to be able to be competitive in this division. Now, they also need to have a run game, and it doesn't look very good. I think that their offense is decent enough to win the division again, but it depends on the running game and if Kyle Trask or, Baker Mayfield steps in and can be halfway decent. We know how Baker is. I don't see that happening. I don't see Tampa Bay making any strides for this division. I really don't. I don't think that, at least offensively, I don't trust them right now. At least if I'm a Tampa Bay fan, you tell me you trust Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask to lead that offense, you are smoking on something if you do. Defensively, though, across the board, they are stacked, I think. You got Vita Vea, Devin White, Levante Davis, Shaquille Barrett, Jamil Dean. You got Carlton Davis, Antoine Winfield Jr. Now, Barrett's health is questionable. They got Kalijah Cansey, who I think is going to provide them some very basically an X factor on their defense. Now, back in 2020 and 2021, the Tampa Bay was a Super Bowl contender. No questions asked. And their quarterback pressure was like 37% in those 2 seasons. So their offensive line, which was the third highest in the NFL at that time. So their offensive line has done well. I'm sorry. The quarterback pressure rate was 37%. So they're defensively, they were getting to the quarterback. I apologize. I was reading my notes wrong here. But then that dropped, to 31% in 2022, which was 24th in the NFL. And I think because of the fact that Barrett's Achilles tear affected that. And then, of course, he's had over like 174 quarterback pressures since 2020 and still ranks the 8th highest with the NFL. So I think him missing half the season had to do with that, them dropping down in that percentage. But I think if the Buccaneers can have an just average at best quarterback play and their health on defense, they could definitely claw their way back to a third NFC championship this year. So do I think that do I trust Kyle Trask, and do I think that Baker Mayfield, do I trust them to do that? Hell no. Hell no. Josh is coming and says, saying Mayfield just makes me think they're tanking. Possibly. You that confident? I still see the Saints are as better till proven otherwise. Well, Jadarius, stick around and I will let you know how confident I am. Give me 1 second here. All right, my work is messaging me right now. So just give me 1 second. All right. Sorry. Coming back to you guys. Just had to send that message back. All right. So let's move on. Let's move on to the New Orleans Saints. Okay. Let me present my screen to who I want to present it to. There's Mr. Dennis Allen. All right. Bucks, I'm not high on, man. I'm higher on the Falcons due to the coach. Todd Bowles doesn't inspire confidence from me. No, that's another reason why I don't trust them either, because Todd Bowles has no emotion to win something either. Nothing, has no emotion. And last year he's just like, just puts his hands up and puts them back down. Like he has no emotion. So anyways, let's move on to the New Orleans Saints. All right, so if we look at the New Orleans Saints, last year they averaged 19.4 points per game, ranked 22nd in the NFL. They used to average 28 points per game across 15 seasons when they had Drew Brees starting, which is crazy to think. And then you got to think about it, since 2021, they have used 5 different quarterbacks 5 different starting quarterbacks: Andy Dalton, Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, Trevor Siemian, Ian Book, which is tied for the most in the NFL besides Chicago Bears, Cleveland Browns, and the Washington Commanders. Now, New Orleans, I think, landed enough people this offseason and getting, free agents. And then, of course, they got Derek Carr. They signed him to a $150 million deal for 4 years. I don't think Carr meshed very well in Las Vegas with Josh McDaniels. He had the second lowest completion percentage in his there, which was 60.8%. Passer rating of an 86.3. But he tossed his career high of 14 interceptions last year. But he is the Raiders' all-time leader in passing yards and passing touchdowns after 9 seasons with them. Now, I think Carr coming to the Saints, and for them to get back to the NFC South championship, I think Carr could be the possibility of doing so. Okay. Their scoring defense was top 10 a year ago, 20.3 points per game allowed, and that was ninth in the entire league. All right. Which allowed them to play in 11 one-scoring games since the offense averaged 0.9 fewer points per game. So the Saints went 5-6 in those games, right, in 2022. But Carr, with his 33-game winning drives, 28 fourth-quarter comebacks, are the most by a quarterback through their first 9 seasons since 1970. And I think his ability to continue the late-game drives, especially with having 2 established playmakers as in Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, which Kamara's had some off-season issues, which he pleaded not guilty to a conspiracy to committing battery and substantial bodily harm charges in March when he was in Nevada, so Vegas, which was during that 2022 Pro Bowl week. And then his trial is set up for July 31st. Now, here's the thing. If he's found guilty, Kamara is going to face suspension in 2023 for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Now, should Kamara miss extending time, they did sign Jamal Williams, who led the NFL last year in rushing touchdowns. All right. Then they did get a 3rd-round rookie in Kendre Miller out of TCU, who was college football's national runner-up, who I think could definitely help out in the backfield. Now, Thomas's status comes down strictly to his health situation, right? Which I was mentioning earlier. He has only suited up in 10 games since 2020. And the best ability is availability, okay? And he's just had multiple injury issues over that time. And the last full healthy season that he's had was back in 2019, which he set an NFL NFL single season record of 149 catches. All right, and then he led the league in receiving yards, which was over 1,700 yards. So if Carr can get Thomas within striking distance, get him the ball, and then having Chris Olave on the other side, who had over 1,000 yards last year in 15 games, I think the Saints should have the offensive firepower to really contend for the NFC South. They're the ones who I am most worried about, is the Saints. Okay, they still defensively are very, very good still. Okay. Josh comes in and says, I think the division will be closer than people think, in my opinion. I think so too. I'm not saying we're going to run away with it. Okay. Did I say we'll win the NFC South? Yes, that's the title. That's what you're saying. Derek Carr is streaky. When he's hot, he's hot. And when he's not, he's average. That's no lie. And their defense is still a face. Yes. ATL is the only team to worry me with their weapons, running attack. Well, we'll see if smash mouth football actually works. And I'm going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons next. Raiders defense last year was trash. Carr definitely got an upgrade. Yes, he did. Here's the thing you got to go look up. In the 9 years, do me a favor. In the 9 years, go look this up. Derek Carr at the Las Vegas Raiders never had even a top 20 defense. I think the highest that they ranked at defensively was like 28th in the NFL at one point. So we definitely go check it out. I'm telling you, in the 9 years, Derek Carr's defense at the Las Vegas Raiders, the highest I think it was ranked was like 27th or 28th in the NFL. So that just tells you how bad defensively the Raiders have been and what Derek Carr has had to go through with those, with the Las Vegas Raiders, at least defensively. Our weakness has been stopping the run and tight ends. This is true. I think Frank Reich can outcoach this division. We will talk about that. This is a great year to build confidence in our new coaches and players with the division being weak. Keep pounding. Appreciate you, James. Appreciate everyone being here. Jadarius, Vietnam 26, Josh. Shout out to all you guys. James in here. Marcos Cash being in here. The NFL, the kid being in here. Shout out to all y'all coming and joining the live stream. All right. Let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons. Now, Arthur Smith entering his third year as a NFL coach, trying to mold up this offense. Kind of like, I guess you could say, like the Titans when he was there back in 2019 and 2020, which that offense in the Titans was led by, Derrick Henry. And those times, Derrick Henry was making everybody look like a child. And then Ryan Tannehill was doing pretty well with the play action passes and the way they were running that offense for him. But you also got to think about that Ryan Tannehill had more weapons too. I mean, he had A.J. Brown, Corey Davis, and Jonnu Smith. So he was able to, move the ball around. But then when you have Derrick Henry making linebackers and other defensive tackles look like childs, it makes your job a lot easier. So Smith obviously went out and got himself another Derrick Henry, who everybody thinks this might be another Derrick Henry / Saquon. Bijan Robinson, who was the highest player drafted at his position since New York drafting Saquon, second overall, back in the 2018 NFL draft. Saquon was drafted second by the New York Giants in the 2018 draft. So remember that. And I think Robinson is definitely a special talent. Becoming the first player since at least, I think, 2006 with over 100 missed tackles in college football. And then you have to think about at the tight end spot, they got Kyle Pitts, who became the second tight end in the league with over 1,000 receiving yards in his rookie year. Then you have to think about Jonnu Smith coming in and joining them as well, they acquired him for a 7th round pick this offseason. And then they have a big body wide receiver in Drake London, who is a massive target for this team. And then now they have Desmond Ridder as well coming in. Now, I know they got Taylor Heineke, so that's another thing. Their quarterback room is questionable as well. Is it going to be Taylor Heineke starting, or is it Desmond Ridder? Now, if you look at what the Falcons did last year, they were kind of running the same kind of style of offense last year, and that's running the damn ball, basically, right? They ran the ball 55% of the time back in 2022. All right. And then the Chicago ran it. The only team that ran it higher or below, higher than them was the Chicago Bears, which they ran it 56% of the time. And they averaged basically the Falcons averaged basically 160 rushing yards per game. And but they were behind. The only team they were behind that ran it more was Chicago and the Baltimore Ravens. So I think obviously with them getting Bijan Robinson, I think that number could definitely put them in first place because they're definitely going to be running the ball with him. Looks like Ritter's going to be the starting quarterback. I don't know how much faith you have in him. They have in him because he didn't look too good when he played last year. I mean, he threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions after only starting, 4 games last season. And the 2 touchdowns that was against the Buccaneers. So I'm not sure if that's saying much, but their scoring defense was top 20. They were 23rd in the NFL. Dean Pierce, their defensive coordinator, retired. So then they hired co-defensive coordinator Ryan Nielsen, who came from the Saints, which was kind of funny to me. But their front office has completely revamped that side of the ball. They've got 11 new starters based off free agency or trades. They got a 37-year-old Calais Campbell. They got a 30-year-old David Onimata. I can't pronounce his name. They got Bud Dupree. They got Cade Ellis. They got Jesse Bates. And they got Jeff Okuda. So if Nielsen can create a defense like the Saints, have better health coming out of Pitts, a 2-headed duo out of the backfield with Robinson and Tyler Algieri, I think the Falcons could be division contenders. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt for each and every one of these teams, as you can see. Atlanta played, though, in an NFL high of 13-1 scoring games last season, and they lost 8 of them. So for them, a more sound defense, a more explosive offense could flip that around for them. So as of right now, though, I'm pretty sure that they are picked to be the division winners. Now, let's get into our team. Okay? Let's get into our team. How was the Raiders defense that bad when they had Khalil Mack? I'm telling you, man, Derek Carr has never had even a top 20 defense, not even top 25. I'm telling you. Let's check out these comments. Falcons gonna have a Madden offense and average defense. We will see. I think Atlanta's defense will be horrible just like last year. I'm hoping so. Bijan is a problem unless we can stop the run. Ritter is still unknown. Yeah. So Bijan's going to be a problem. Ritter is still unknown. I'm not too scared of Ritter. Our offense will make them have to abandon the run, throw it because they're going to air it out this year. So here's the thing. To this statement here. Atlanta's going to have problems throwing the ball if Desmond Ritter's back there, I think. Now, I think Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier are definitely going to help that situation out. The thing is I'm not sure how much trust I can put in Desmond Ritter to throw the ball down the field. Or, and is it really going to be Desmond Ritter's backfield? Is he going to be the leader under center? Because they did get Taylor Heineke. And we've seen what Taylor Heineke did in Washington. He took over that position. So that's another question. I don't even know. Right now, Desmond Ritter's considered the number 1, but I don't know how long that's going to last. That defense doesn't scare me. No. Atlanta has a 3-headed monster in the run game. Don't forget about Patterson. Yeah, that's true. But I see Patterson. I honestly might see Patterson. I could see Patterson. See, here's the thing, Marcos Cash. I could see Patterson moving into the slot because he does not want to be. There was reports last year that he did not want to be running back anymore. So now that they have Bijan and Algier, there's no reason for him to be in the backfield. They may use him in some schemes for the backfield, but I guarantee you I could see him move back to wide receiver. So let's get into our team. Let's see here. Let me pull up my guy. Let me pull up my guy here. Let's pull up old man Schmillers. Where's my boy out there? There he is. There he is. Let's talk about the Panthers. We are finally in position in this year that has taken us however long to kind of get ourselves back, get our feet off the ground again and moving in the right direction. Let's just say that. That's the best way I can put it for right now. We get the 2021 Heisman Trophy winner. We get Bryce Young. We trade up for him. We know the whole ordeal. I think that we have done a decent job of surrounding him with talent this offseason. And I think that our wide receiver room is going to be sneaky good because you have to think about the depth that we have here. You got Thielen, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, Terrace Marshall Jr., Jonathan Mingo, Shi Smith is still there. And it depends on how many wide receivers they're going to keep. I could see them keeping 6. And the ones that I just named off, I could see them keeping. And then we're also going to be seeing some new schemes with Laviska. Apparently, they're going to be using him more like a Debo style, which I'm looking forward to. But then you also got to think about tight end Hayden Hurst. You bring in Pro Bowl running back Miles Sanders. And the thing is our offensive line finished ranked top 10 last year. All right. And then I predicted in my last live stream that I think Brady Christensen and Terrace Marshall are both going to have breakout seasons. I think they are our diamonds in the rough. So if that happens, there's a lot to be said about what this offense is really going to look like. And then once we get Austin Corbett back, fully healthy, ready to go, which I don't think is going to be, I think it's not going to be until midseason at this point. I could be wrong on that, but if he comes back by midseason and we are 3-5, if we're 500 by the bye week, we are sitting in a very good position to finish out this season very well. Now, defensively, we made a lot of moves. We got a strong safety in Von Bell. We do have some room to improve in the corner depth, which I've spoken about before. I do see us extending Brian Burns before the training camp because of what he has done. The thing is the only questions I have defensively is can JC Horn and D-Jack stay healthy through if they can stay healthy through 15 games or 15 games and we sit them out 3 out of those games, we're doing fine. And then when you look at this coaching staff, what Frank Wright has done to put this team together, everybody has been ranting and raving about this coaching staff and it's saying that we might have the best coaching staff in the NFL. And that's for every position on the field. And Frank Wright has this team looking not only positive, but just looking like everyone wants to be there, right? And I think that we could be a team on the rise for the next couple years, especially in this division. And I think that we could contend for this top spot in this division as early as this year. I predicted us to go 10 and I think 10 and 7. I think 10 and 7. So if we don't make the jump this year, it will definitely be in 2024. But I truly believe that this team can go 10 and 7 this year. I predicted that 10 and 7. If you're looking at our schedule. Now, here's the thing. Atlanta, if we look at the schedules, I'm pretty sure Atlanta and the Saints both have easier schedules than we do. I think Atlanta has, or the Saints have the second easiest. I think Atlanta has like the fourth, and I think we have the seventh, and I think Tampa Bay has the 11th easiest, if I'm not mistaken. So in our division, that's the only thing we have to think about is the schedule rankings. Everybody in our division has really easy schedules. So these divisional games are really going to be, a big deal for us to win. But I predict that with how much depth we have on this team, especially offensively and defensively, and if we can bring in another solid corner like Marcus Peters and then bring in somebody like Jadeveon Clowney defensively, we will be sitting very much more prettier. That's the only thing I would want them to do before training camp is bring in another pass rusher and another corner. And then I could definitely then really see us winning this division. I still think we'll win this division. I truly believe so. I think we are a better team overall, offensively, defensively, and coaching staff. I think I don't. If I'm looking at the Atlanta Falcons. Offensively, they're questionable because of their quarterback. Same way the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are. Defensively, did Atlanta improve? Maybe slightly, but they're still going to be a bottom defense in the NFL, in my opinion. The Bucs, defensively, they are still stacked. I see Atlanta being last. I see Tampa Bay being third. I see the Saints being second, and we coming first. I can see the Saints taking it, though, over us. But other than that, that's the only team that I could see taking it over us. It's going to be between us and the Saints. I truly believe that when it comes down, said and done. Unless Baker Mayfield comes out there for the Buccaneers and plays like he did his rookie and his second year, then we might have a discussion to be had by midseason. But I don't see that happening, right? I think right now this is our division to win. But I could see it going either way between us and the Saints. But I truly believe we just are a better team overall. So that is my long take on us winning the NFC South. Josh, I agree with that statement. Get them likes up, Panther Nation. Yes, guys, make sure you pound that like button. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream today. Definitely liking the button goes a long way. All right. JC Horns needs to stay healthy. Yes, he does. He's our number one corner when healthy. He's our number one corner when healthy. But I would love to see him. I would love to see JC Horn play 15 games. If he plays 15 games, we're solid. Him and D-Jack. I'll be happy with 9-8. I'd be happy with 9-8 too. I just was when I did my schedule prediction, and I'm still sticking by it, that will go 10-7. And honestly, if we go 10-7 or 9-8, I still think that's good enough to win this division. I think that we are one. I'll be honest, we are one of the weakest divisions in the NFL. All right, compared to other divisions. But maybe besides the AFC South. But other than that, we're definitely one of the weakest divisions, if not the weakest. But I still think that we go 10-7 and take the division. I just think that we are just better overall at every position. So that's my prediction, but I was just giving some analysis and some facts on each and every team. I appreciate everyone joining the live stream and coming and hang out with me during my lunch break. We've been on here for 45 minutes. 7 people are watching. We got up to 9 people watching. I'd love to get this live stream up to 30 likes. If we could do that, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm just trying to get 30 likes. I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow, same time, same place. Going to do an Amazon gift card giveaway tomorrow, and during the live stream, you will learn how to win that. I got 9 to 8 wins. Hey, I don't think that's bad. The NFC East managed to become better than our division. I mean, the NFC East and the NFC East and AFC East, I think, are the strongest divisions in the NFL right now. I think they're the 2 strongest. Maybe besides I would say the AFC North is probably another one with the because the AFC North is pretty sure I have that right. AFC North division is Steelers and all that, right? Yeah. So the Bears, Steelers, because the Browns got better. Cleveland Browns got better. The Ravens got better. Cincinnati. So I think that division is pretty damn strong too. But the AFC South and the NFC South are definitely probably the 2 weakest divisions. I will be honest with that. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button on your way in or out. Appreciate everyone joining. That's my take on each and every team in our division. And then that was also my take on us. And then, I still think that we just are better overall. I mean, you look at our coaching staff, you look at our roster, you look at our quarterback. I have a lot more faith and than I do than the teams that we're going up against in this division. I just don't see the Bucs making a leap with Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask. I don't trust Desmond Ridder. You can't tell me that this guy is going to be a stud. He hasn't played enough. And then, Taylor Heineke, he's their backup, which I'm surprised he's not starting over Ridder. And then Derek Carr. The Saints are definitely going to be the contenders of this division. We're going to have to compete with them. The Saints we're going to have to compete with them. So we should do a schedule prediction game by game soon. Marco's Cash, I've actually already done that. We could definitely do it again if y'all want to. Like I said, I have us going 10-7, but I could definitely do that if you would like. Maybe another day. You're all more than welcome to also get in the comment section. Ask me any questions you like. I'll stay on for maybe another 10 more minutes if you'd like. If you want to ask some more questions, do a little Q&A with me in the comment section. Feel free to start hammering out some questions that you may want answers to. I'd be glad to give my opinions on. It was the NFC least at one time. Now it's the must-watch division in the NFL. NFC Southbound is what I call us because shit has been going south the past few years. Yeah. Okay, I missed it. Yeah, so it's no big deal. We could definitely maybe run back through it one day. So appreciate everyone again joining the live stream. Also, guys, please go follow me at TikTok. I'm trying to build the TikTok up. I'm trying to get in the short game a little bit. So if you could definitely follow me there on TikTok, that'd be appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter or Instagram. Same thing here, Roppstar92_. Also check out betusa.com. The link is down in the description. Got another giveaway. Got a giveaway coming on Friday, but then I also have another sponsorship coming our way. So be on the lookout for that. I am working on the details on that as we speak. Let's see what I'm missing. Same time, same place tomorrow. Amazon gift card giveaway. gonna kind of let it be like a free for all of y'all to come and join, hang out, shoot the shit. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF. But yeah, appreciate everyone joining the live stream today. Make sure you pound the like button on your way out, and feel free to leave a comment down below. Click that post notifications bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I'm live. But same time, same place, 12:30 p.m. EST, Monday through Friday, lunch break with me. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Have your thoughts changed on Bryce since the draft? The only thing that has changed, I've never really had second thoughts. The only thing I'm saying about him is that I would love for him to just put on some more, like some muscle, like some more weight. So like 15, 20 pounds of muscle. Just because of the hits that these guys take in the NFL are different than college football. And we have seen in college football that Bryce Young's sustainability has been a little bit questionable because of the injuries that he's had in his past. But overall, from what I've seen, film I've watched, things I've read, hearing what coaches talk about, other people talking about, I have full faith in Bryce Young. I really do. I think he's got everything you want in a quarterback. He works hard. He's got a high football IQ. He's got a nice arm. He can make all the throws. I liked it for him to have I wish he could have a little bit of a bigger arm, but he's fucking accurate as shit. So I do like that. But that's neither here nor there. I think that he has the athleticism as well. And he just keeps working on his craft, and that's what I love to see from a guy. So don't really ever had second thoughts about him. It's just that his size did bother me when we did drafted him because of his height, but you can't fix his height. You can't stretch him out any longer. But I think that if he could just put on some muscle, it wouldn't hurt. It might slow him down a little bit, but I think he's still athletic as shit, so I don't think it would slow him down that much. But he would at least be able to take the hits a little bit better with that size and strength. Bryce needs to learn how to get tackled like Tom Brady. Yeah, that's easier said than done, though. That is, Marcos, that is easier said than done when you trying to take a hit in the NFL. That's taking a tackle. That's just easier said than done, man. But at the end of the day, I think that if Bryce can put on, it's not like it's got to be a shit ton of weight. I'm just saying, I would love for him to just bulk up a little bit. Yeah, I could see it too. And I think, but right now, what he's doing and what I'm seeing, I'm very pleased with. I have nothing bad to say about him. So, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop off. I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Don't miss tomorrow's live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's show is for you guys, the subscribers, the people that come and watch. That show is for you tomorrow. I'm going to leave that open to y'all and what y'all want to talk about. Maybe I'll even put the stream link for people to come in and talk with me. I'll even possibly, and then I'm going to do an Amazon gift card giveaway. So if you tune in tomorrow, you'll learn how to win that. Because the Amazon gift cards are so easy to, send. So that's why I thought that would be fun to do. So yeah, please tune in tomorrow. And tomorrow's y'all's day. It's all y'all who support the channel's day. So be on the lookout for that. Same time, same place. Keep pounding.